The mixture is cooled to around 15 degrees Celsius by our heat exchangers. The excess hot water produced by cooling the barley sugar solution is recycled and used for the next brew or to wash the casks. The barley sugar, or wort as it's known, is aerated and run into our fermenting vessels. Now the yeast is added and it feeds on the sugar to grow and then ferment. Here's a fermentation after 1 day and you can see the yeast working. This reaction produces alcohol, carbon dioxide, and that's extracted by powerful fans, and heat. During fermentation, many flavours develop which are unique to Timothy Taylor's beers. Each fermentation vessel has cooling panels in its walls and we control the temperature by hand by running chilled water through these panels. Measurements of temperature and fermentation progress are constantly taken. And after 3 days, the yeast begins to thicken. And as it's a traditional top fermenting ale yeast, it needs to be roused back into the brew so the fermentation is completed properly. After 4 days from the fermentation start, the yeast is skimmed from the top of the mixture. Now most of it's removed to a vacuum tank, which acts like a massive hoover. However, in 3 of the vessels, the yeast is paddled into a little tank, weighed out and stored in a fridge. It is necessary to skim each vessel 2 or 3 times to remove the excess yeast before putting on the cooling fully. The green beer is matured for 3 more days and the temperature drops to about 12 degrees Celsius. For maturation of our beers, the hoods on the tanks are closed and the temperature lowered further. This normally takes 2 to 3 days and it's now ready to be put into cask or to be sent away for bottling.